Hello, everybody. I'm Susan Clinton, and I'm here with my co-host, Katie Hall.
Hi, everyone.
And we're going to be talking about the next step in intentional steps to power change, moving from ordinary to extraordinary. This is part of our masterclass series that we're going to be presenting as we move along. The last video, we talked a little bit about the playbook and how to get ready for some of the virtual sessions that you're going to be attending. But today we're going to dive into some of the first things we're going to talk about in the series, and that's going to be learning about discovering of your core values. So it's time to bring light to your unique gifts and become the heroine of your own story.
And I love this slide so much because that really just is such a wonderful message that I think as women we often forget about. We are so busy running around during the day, we forget to pause and really appreciate all of our unique gifts, all of our unique talents and skills that we bring, and really how strong we are. And how strong we are for others as well. So I'm really excited to explore all of this with everyone.
Yes, exactly. And the first thing that we're going to be doing is working on discovery of your core values. The core values are kind of a way to get in touch with where you are and who you are. Because as you build your vision and you build your goals about what you want to change and how you want to do it, if you know what your core values are, it's easy to take a gut check and just say, I really want to do this, but is it in alignment with my vision and who I am and what my real values are? Oftentimes, I think we do things, particularly as women, because we feel like we have to, or we should, or if I don't step up, somebody else will. And then we're like miserable and mad and resentful because we did a lot of work and then we look and we say, you know what, this really doesn't even match up with who I am and where my strengths are and the kind of life I want to live. So going through our core values can really help us. You want to start on some of these domains, Katie?
Yeah, absolutely. And, like Susan was saying, it's really important to do that gut check and make sure, okay, here I am. Imagine yourself as, that we call her the leaf lady in the middle of our page. Imagine yourself as that and all of these parts of your life, the domains of your life that bring you balance and make you feel whole and fulfilled. So we want to look at things like your professional life. How is your career and is that satisfying? And are you having discord? How can you bring balance to that? And does it fulfill your creativity and your joy? And what are other ways that you can strengthen those pieces of your life when you're not at work? As well as your personal relationships. Usually when we pay attention to our professional life or really focusing on creativity and joy, or even your physical status, typically your personal relationships can either really blossom and sometimes they suffer a little bit because we're diverting our focus elsewhere. So it's a really good idea to first take a look at your support system, clear at the bottom of our leaf lady, and look at what your web of support looks like, and then build yourself up from there to keep yourself following your own checks and balances and making sure all parts of your world are in alignment.
In the ebook that we have for the Master Series, it takes you through some really powerful questions that'll help you develop and define a little bit more about this. And as you ask those questions, just be honest with yourself and be honest, in this program, because we're not perfect. We have places where we really shine and we have places where we're struggling a little bit. We have places where we may just flat out need a lot more support around it in order to bump it up and get it to the level that we want it. So the ebook is going to be a great place for being able to really record and start defining some of these ideas for you. So after you have looked at those domains, one of the things that we want to do is look at any gifts we may have in each of these domains. Sometimes we can be a championship exerciser, but maybe we're not doing so great in the nutrition or the hydration side. Sometimes we can be a really like go-getter at work and and be the first there and volunteer for everything, but maybe we're saying yes to all the wrong things and not yes to the right things. So this
Mhm.
is going to give you an opportunity to begin to kind of start naming those places where in each of those domains where you shine. Everybody has a little spot in all domains where they shine just a little bit.
Absolutely. And I really like, I'm looking at this middle part. you know, using each of your domains, looking at, you know, some powerful words that can be used to describe your core values. You know, I think one of the most challenging things is asking someone, well, what's one word that could describe you? And, you know, let alone what's three words that describe you and your value system. And it's just a really beautiful way to bring you back in touch with what really sits well with you, what comes into your center and gives you your balance.
And I think the important thing about those powerful words are that's what you want. It may not exactly be where you think you are yet, but that's where you want. And when you start to build your goals, they need to align with that, those powerful words, because that's what's going to help you get to your vision. And a vision is just kind of where do I want to be in the next couple of years, or what's my 10-year vision for myself? It can be as short as a few years or as long as, 10, but you definitely want to really develop that vision and kind of just get that overall picture for yourself of what you like if it was really, really moving in a lot better direction, what it would really look like. Because otherwise we take off on a track and we're not really sure where we're going. We have no idea if we're actually getting there. And as we build goals, those goals will be centered around how do you want to, what's the best steps for you to take to get to your vision, and the things that you say yes to and include, are they part of those three powerful words that you can use to describe your core values?
Absolutely. I absolutely love all of that. It's
Hmm.
beautiful.
And it's just, it's a very powerful journey. So they always say time changes things, but you actually have to change them yourself. A wonderful quote by Andy Warhol. And so my question to you is, what will you change this fall? And we look forward to working with you and on our intentional steps to change. We'll see you on November 6th.
Can't wait to see you there, everyone. Much love.
Thank you.